Hey, what's up? It's me, JDS4696 JBat, and today I'm going to be giving a film review for Batman Unlimited Monster Mayhem. And this is another direct-to-video DC animated film, as you can see right here. And for once, this particular version of the DC animated films, it didn't come with like a collectible figure this time, like most of them do, you know. Because like the previous one, which this is connected to, like the first one, Batman Unlimited Animal Instincts. If you recall, this one came with the collectible figure too, and it was in this box over there, you know. That it comes together in this box. But whereas this one, which is like the follow-up to that one, the next one in the Batman Unlimited series, it came just like this. It didn't have a collectible figure this time. So yeah, this I won't be giving like a review for like the figure or anything, because it didn't have that this time. So I just basically just be giving like a review for the film itself. And this is my version of the Blu-ray that I got from Best Buy when it was released. So yeah, this right here is called Monster Mayhem. And it's another film like in the Batman Unlimited toy line. You know, like these films are based on like the toy line, Batman Unlimited, and plus they had like the TV series too that they're supposed to be developing. You know, it would eventually become like an animated television series. But well, yeah. Anyway, this film is about the Joker somehow managing to well, not managing to. He does. He actually creates like this. Where he steals this like this energy gem, and he uses it. You know, he somehow manages to use it to control anything that's electronic in Gotham City. So basically, he can control any kind of electronics, say like anything that has like any kind of like computers in it or electronics. It's basically like a virus that can control all electronics, like computers and everything like that. So he eventually uses that to try to take over Gotham City. But in the beginning, you don't know that it's the Joker that's behind all this, because like when the film actually opens, it opens with like Solomon Grundy and Silver Banshee, which I'm not really too familiar with that particular villain. You know, it's like a female villain, you know, that can like scream, like she screams out like, you know, like these like loud bursts of sound, like these energy waves. Basically, and it kind of like destroys anything and everything, like a blow up and stuff like that, you know. I thought that was kind of cool, and I think I've heard of her, and I think I've seen her on other stuff too, but she still is kind of new to me. But I knew Solomon Grundy, you know. But yeah, this film, Monster Mayhem, it opens with them escaping from Arkham Asylum, and then you have right from the get-go, once they escape, and this is on Halloween night too as well in Gotham City. This is like Halloween night in Gotham. So when they escape, you know, they kind of can get away, kind of blend in with the crowd, because it's Halloween, so everybody don't really like look at them too much, you know. They don't really stand out too much, you know. Because at the beginning they are approached by like 3 people in the car. One of them is I think Batman. Then you have Robin, then you have Green Arrow. But they're lookalikes. They're just people dressed like in costumes for Halloween, you know. But then it turns out that Nightwing shows up, and he tries to apprehend them along with the Green Arrow, you know, because you know the Green Arrow and Nightwing, they were in the previous one too, Batman Unlimited Animal Instincts. They were also in that one too as well, along with the Flash, who's not in this one for some reason. Like the Flash, he doesn't show up in this one at all, but you do have Star Labs in here too, you know, that makes appearances. But yeah, Nightwing shows up along with the Green Arrow, and then eventually Red Robin and Batman himself, they actually try to show up, all 4 of them, to take out Solomon Grundy and Silver Banshee, but they somehow managed to get away with the help of Scarecrow, who shows up at the same time, you know, and he helps Solomon Grundy and Silver Banshee escape, you know. So eventually they all learn, like Batman, like Robin and Red Robin, you know, and well, not Robin, but Red Robin, because Robin's not in here. You have Red Robin and Nightwing, because well, you know, Tim Drake, he's Red Robin. He was the 3rd Robin, you know, of course. Then you had Nightwing, you know, who is Dick Grayson, you know, he was the 1st Robin, but he's now Nightwing. So you have Nightwing, Red Robin, and you have Batman and Green Arrow. They all decide, you know, and they talk about why did Solomon Grundy, you know, Scarecrow and Silver Banshee, why did they commit this crime, you know, or why did they escape from Arkham and stuff like that. And it turns out there's like later on they find out there's like a theft, like I think like at certain like locations, I think like at the Star Labs if I'm not mistaken, it's like a theft, and it turns out that they was actually stealing stuff for the Joker in turn. So it turns out that the Joker himself is actually behind the whole situation of what's going on in Gotham City. You know, because even Clayface even shows up too. That's right, yeah, Clayface himself, he even shows up at one point too as well, and it turns out that he's also part of this this crew, which consists of Solomon Grundy, Silver Banshee, and Scarecrow. So it's actually four of them. You have Scarecrow, Clayface, Silver Banshee, and Solomon Grundy, and they're all working for the Joker, So eventually, later on, they still also this energy gem, from this museum, and the energy gem was found by Cyborg, who is also in this film as well too. The hero Cyborg, part of the Justice League. He's in this film too as well, along with his father, who actually upgrades his abilities. He actually gives him flight now in his suit, so Cyborg can actually fly and stuff now. But yeah, Cyborg he finds this gem of the abilities that he has. He locates this gem, this energy gem, which they take to the museum, and it's put on display, for everybody to see, like an Inca gem, I think it's called, from the Inca tribes, from ancient history. And that's when the Joker, he breaks in, with Clayface basically, and they steal the energy gem, and that's when the Joker takes the energy gem and uses it to make this virus that can control all electronics and computers and everything like that. So he decides to take over Gotham City with that, and of course they had to join up Red Robin, Batman, Green Arrow, and Nightwing. They had to join forces, to take out the Joker and his his gang of villains. Well, I thought this was another entertaining film, in the DC animated thing, films, and it's very similar to the other Unlimited one. Animal Instincts is very similar to that one, except this is called March the Mayhem. And you do have the little robotic animals like Batman's motorcycle. It turns into this cat-like thing and stuff. I thought this was okay. It had some kind of the animation can be kind of awkward too at times, but it's still cool looking. And I thought that Troy Baker as the voice of the Joker again, I thought he did a good job as the Joker as always. Then you have Roger Craig Smith as Batman again doing the voice. With Bruce Wayne. I thought he did good. Then you had the previous other people returning in their roles Fredo as Nightwing, I thought he did a good job, some of the other ones too as well, But it's cool seeing the heroes together, Red Robin and Green Arrow and Nightwing. Is cool seeing them again. And like I mentioned before, the Flash, he's not in this one for some reason. He didn't show up at all in this particular film. So I don't know what that was, what was going on with that situation. Plus, you also get to see Alfred. He shows up too from here and there. Off and on. You also get to see a lot of Gordon here, because at one point, being that all the power and surveillance and computers and everything is out, they actually have to use a flames, a fire barrels, with flames in them, to actually be able to shine the bat signal into the air. And I thought that was kind of interesting, that Gordon or Commissioner Gordon had to resort to using I forgot what they call those things, but they have barrels and they have flames in them. Kind of people use them when they're in the cold and stuff. They had to actually use that to make the bat signal shine in the air so he can call Batman, for help. I thought that was kind of cool when they were doing moments like that, But yeah, it was nice getting a good look at Cyborg, because I mostly know him from the Justice League, and he has a major role in this film, which I thought was kind of cool, But yeah, that's what the film is basically about. The Joker manages to steal this energy gem, and he uses it to control all electronics in Gotham City. Computers and everything becomes under his control, Because at one point he even has a giant Joker robot walking around destroying Gotham and stuff, and he has to take him out. Now I thought a lot of the fight sequences, they were okay, they had one at at this abandoned fairground. I thought that one was kind of fun, kind of almost towards the end. That was kind of a cool scene to me, Plus the scene with Nightwing, I think he was trying to stop the Batwing, because the Joker was controlling the Batwing with his computer virus, and Nightwing got kind of caught on it and scared. In the sky, and he had to take it out, and he had to actually free fall out the sky. I thought it was cool. And he had to use his grapple from his nightstick. I think it's I think it's nice. What do you call the sticks that he has? I forgot what they call them, because here he was actually shooting his grapple out of that, which I thought was kind of cool, But yeah, and at the same time, the person that there's this video game designer known as Gogo Shoto, and he's the head of this gaming company, and at one point the Joker actually has him kidnapped by Clayface, and he plays a big part in the film because the Joker has to use him to actually create, I think, the virus, that will control all electronics. So I thought that was kind of cool, getting a good look at that, because the guy kind of looks like a kid, but he's actually an adult, So I thought that was kind of interesting and cool, But yeah, I thought this was another entertaining film. I still think the Animal Instincts one was probably kind of better. You know, the previous one, the first one. But I thought this was a good film, another good film in the Batman like animated DC films. And this is part of the Unlimited line, like I mentioned before, known as Master Mayhem. As you can see right on the cover, because on the cover it has the Joker and the Scarecrow. Now the Scarecrow, he's one of my favorite like bad villains, but I thought his look in this film, I didn't really like how his look was in the film, but it was okay, you know, because he had him like kind of like muscular like, and he has like long like blonde hair almost. So I thought I was kind of iffy, you know. I didn't really like his look too much, but he was okay. And then I thought the Green Arrow was good too as well, you know, like that. I like how he had like a good performance, you know, like he was like cool in this film, just like he was in Unlimited Animal Instincts. Excuse me. So yeah, this is my review for Batman Unlimited, Master Mayhem, and I thought this was another good film, you know. Like the fight scenes were kind of like awkward, they weren't as exciting as the other one, but they had some cool ones, you know. And plus it's just cool seeing all like the heroes together. I think that's fun and nice little touch, you know. And then you get to get a good look at Cyborg. So I would recommend this for like fans, you know, of these films, like animated films, you know. But these Batman Unlimited films, they're still different from the actual traditional like DC animated films. They're kind of like slightly different, and these supposed to actually become like a TV series as well. That I'm hearing they're supposed to eventually start airing. You know, okay, this is JDS 4696 or JBat, and this is my review for Batman Unlimited, Master Mayhem. All right.